Hi, we're out here at Duelist Den, and I'm Mike Beliveau. Really, it's me. We're in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic, so I'm social distancing by staying 2 miles away from my nearest neighbor. But we're gonna try to get a video made today out here, do some shooting. And we're gonna be featuring Uberti's 1861 Navy revolver. So this is made by Uberti in Italy. It's imported and sold by Dixie Gun Works in Union City, Tennessee. And I've done a little bit of work on it, so let me tell you about it and we'll get her loaded up and get shooting. All right, so here's a close look at the 1861 Navy revolver from Uberti, which is just a beautiful gun. As you can see, this has the walnut grips on it. Now, I made a couple of changes to it, and I'll show you what it looks like right now. Okay, so the obvious change is the grips, right? I've outfitted this gun with a set of Buffalo Brothers polyivory grips that have the Liberty Eagle on them. Very attractive. I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of two minds. I'm going to take it out and shoot it with these on, but I'm kind of liking those wood grips, so they may come back on it. Now, that's what's obvious. What's not obvious is I've changed out the mainspring for a lower power mainspring. I've changed out the nipples for slick shot nipples, which work well with a low powered mainspring. We'll test it out. Supposedly work well. I've also smoothed out the whole action. There were a couple of really bad burrs on the hand and hammer that I took care of, and now it's running quite well. So anyway, this is the gun as it went to the range. Well, the 1861 Navy revolver that I'm going to be shooting today is really a cosmetic upgrade to the 1851 Navy revolver. They're both 36 caliber guns, nominally 36 caliber. The bores are really 375. And the difference is really cosmetic. They both have the same internals. They have the same frame, same grips. The difference is the barrel assembly. The 1851 has an octagon barrel with a hinged loading lever, and the 1861 has the streamlined round barrel and rack and pinion loading lever that premiered on the 1860 Army revolver. Now, this was Sam Colt's favorite six gun. He thought that was the best looking six gun that he ever made. So it does have a lot of aesthetics going for it with a streamlined barrel, but the fact of the matter is Colt developed these barrels because they were less expensive to machine and less expensive to polish than these octagon barrels. This gun, surprisingly, never sold better than this gun. The 1851 and the 1861 Navy were both cataloged by Colt for about 12 years. And in every one of those years, the 1851 outsold the 1861. So there's something to be said for tradition, I guess. This gun is the London model, which means it doesn't have a brass trigger guard or backstrap. It has the blued steel versions of them. But most of the 1861 Navies, the vast majority of them, would have come with brass trigger guards and grip straps, just like this 1851 does. This was the second gun in the new line of revolvers. The 1860 Army was first, and then this was followed up by the 1862 Police revolver. So let's get them loaded up and see what they'll do at the range. Well, like a lot of us, Evil Roy's been having a pretty tough time with this coronavirus pandemic. Just like a lot of people, he's been put out of work because of the coronavirus. Because, as he's discovered, you just can't rob banks if they won't open them up and let you in. I mean, he tried robbing them through the drive-thru, rides his horse up to it, then you got to put your note in the little tube and it goes up, and when they read it inside, they just laugh at him through the bulletproof glass. It was mortifying. So, Evil Roy had no income coming in, and it was pretty tough. Evil Roy was getting pretty desperate when all of a sudden he was bailed out by an unlikely source. Governor Wolf made it illegal for us to leave our homes in Pennsylvania without wearing a mask. And all of a sudden, the normal people couldn't tell the good guys from the bad guys anymore. So Evil Roy could get up on them and rob them. Now he's been practicing his social distancing, and what he's been doing is saying, "Hey, you over there, get out your wallet and your watch, put it on the sidewalk, and step back at least 6 feet." Then he'd go over and grab it and take off. So he's been terrorizing the good folks of Blightmire Hollow, sticking them up from a distance, ever since masks became mandatory. Well, let's take the 1861 Navy and see if we can't put Evil Roy back in his place. All right, I think he might have learned his lesson. Well, let's see if I can use the 1861 and take out a 1 liter water bottle. Drilled him. Well, I've got the German desperado, Hans up. I'm gonna see if I can take out those 3 clay birds he's holding. He's got the drop on me, so it's gonna be close. Me. Well, it looks like I missed one of those clay birds. I hate that. Well, you guys know, I hate walking away on a miss. Hans up thinks he got the best of me. I gotta try to take that last clay bird out. So let's see if the 1861 Navy is up to the task or not. Got him. Now I feel better. I'll be able to sleep tonight. Well, I'm over here at Swing City and I'm just going to see if I can ding those plates a little bit with the 1861 Navy revolver. So let's see if I can hit them. Okay, 5 for 5. I'll take that anytime. You know, this revolver's worked out very well, I've got to say. It had pretty good build quality. I'm probably going to smooth it up a little bit more, but it's doing fantastic with the lighter mainspring. Quite happy with that. I may go back to the original wood grips. I'm not so sure if I'm loving these, but it feels good in your hand. It hits what you pointed at. Can't ask for more than that. Alright, I'm disassembling the gun for cleaning, and I thought this would be a good time to show you. This is the standard mainspring. This is what came with it. And this is the reduced power mainspring that I got from Wolf Gun Springs. And it performed very well out at the range, so this is going to stay in. But I'm going back to the original wooden grips. I've got to admit that I like them better than these poly ivory ones. I think the problem is I've had so many real ivory and real stag grips over the years that these plastic imitations, they just don't do it for me. I think the wood, ultimately, the wood looks classier on this gun. So I'm gonna go back. Well, let's finish up with the bad guy's view of the 1861 Navy revolver. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. It'll help me come up in your browsers more often. And if you like this video, I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. We'd love to have you on board. And if you are a subscriber, hope that you can support us on Patreon. And also, I hope that you'll check out my website. There's a lot of great content there that you can't find on YouTube. You'll find blogs, you'll find a repository of my magazine articles, you'll find a photo gallery, lots of good stuff. If you enjoyed this video, you'll find lots that you enjoy on the website, and there's more going in every single day. So I would invite you to check it out.